Hey guys, so we are back once again for another deep dive session, comment deep dive session, this time on Ayala Land, because Ayala Land, for a large cap company, for a blue chip stock, for a stock that is massively fundamentally sound, has gone up quite a bit already. And that's what I want to drill down on. And you know what's amazing? I've been investing in the market for over a decade now, and it's days like this, or even the past few weeks, where we've seen the market swing, no, as you all know, over the past months, June, July, August, the US markets were more exciting. But in the past weeks naman, I think the Philippine market is more exciting right now than what I've been seeing in the US markets altogether. Because it was more exciting in the US markets mid this year, and right now it's more exciting to be in the Philippine markets. And I'm gonna share bits and pieces of that also. But that's what makes stock investing amazing. That's why I really believe no, I'll do this up until I'm 70, 80, 90 years old, because it's the high. It's not for me, of course, the byproduct is you get a chance to build cash flow, you get a chance to get capital appreciation, but it's the game, it's the analysis, it's you figuring out what's gonna happen. And that's what I want you to get, guys, the excitement also of analyzing stocks. Now, it's not just about pera-pera lang, but it's the hunt of you figuring out the tama pala yung naging analysis nyo. And I don't know about you, but over the past few days also, Ayala Land has gone up, and I've been getting hundreds of questions from Instagram, Patreon. People have been sending emails also, kasi sabi hindi ko daw nare-reply sa Facebook. Pasensya na guys, di na talaga ako nakaka-reply sa Facebook. Sobrang daming messages doon, and I'm trying as much as possible to reply via Instagram and via the comment section below. But a lot of you have been asking, is it still okay to buy Ayala Land? And a larger question that you guys have been asking, take profits about, that's what we will discuss today. So just for sake of flow, this is what I will discuss for today. Number one, what happened to Ayala Land today. As you all know, yesterday markets were closed because of the typhoon, and I really do hope no, you guys are safe, you guys are sound, you guys are okay. You guys, for those na natamaan, I hope that you your health gets restored. Kung ano man yung nawala, sure ako mababalik yun. Kung ano man yung nasira, mas importante, you guys are okay, you guys are well, because at the end of the day, if you get yourself better, whatever material item that got lost, mababalik at mababalik at mababalik nyo siya. At this point in time also, it's nice to appreciate what we currently have. To those who have more than enough, to those who are okay, uh, we have avenues also on how you can donate. There are several churches, there's several NGOs that if you have more than enough, guys, by all means, prosperity comes with a purpose. Give, 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 give. Share it around, pass it around, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. That the more you have, the more that you get to be a blessing also to the people around you. So yun lang, I just wanted to say that as well. So next one is why is it so tempting to take profits right now? Anong meron? Ano nagbabago? Ano yung nagsi-shift? And then number three, from a personal level, no, what caused me to at a certain point stick to holding. And there's nothing wrong, by the way, to take profits as long as you're taking profits following your plan, following your strategy, not you selling just because other people told you. Because at the end of the day, what's better is if you make a mistake, gamit yung sarili yung plano, that's better than making money following someone else, because that doesn't build strength. So I just want to share. But for those who made money, tapos sinunod nyo naman yung plano nyo, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. And that's what this channel also is all about. It's about uplifting people. And I'm happy to see more people making money also. Number four, what do I want you to get from the first three things that I've mentioned? Then number five, what is the chart telling us now? So basically, this is our number five is our stocks by request, where we talk about technicals of it, saan siya papunta. Then number six, yung inaabangan ng madami tao, or yung mga loyal sa channel, the subscriber shoutouts. So by the way, if you're new to this, no, it's not anymore in the slide, but my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I create daily videos like this. But please, guys, whatever happens, never, ever, lumalapit ako sa mic para madinig nyo to, never, ever, ever buy, sell, avoid Ayala Land or any stock whatsoever just because it's talked about in this YouTube channel, or just because it's talked about in any YouTube channel for that matter, or in any media outlet, or if your friend or your barber or everyone else will talk about it or discuss it. Never trade, never transact just because it's talked about. It's your money, it's your responsibility. It has to be you who needs to double down and learn the rudiments. It's uh trying to get rich without any accountability, trying to get rich, but if you make a mistake, you blame everyone else. That's the lazy way to do it. And if there's one thing that I do know, being lazy won't get you rich. Wala yung yayaman ka na hindi mo pinaghihirapan. Lahat ng bagay, for at least 99% of the population, pinaghihirapan siya, pinagtatrabahuan siya. Because if it was so easy, everyone would be massively rich. If it was so easy, everyone would be a billionaire. But it doesn't work that way. You hustle hard, you work hard, you deploy capital, you save, you invest, you do what you can to be able to propel you to the next level. You do what the 1% is doing so that you end up in the 1%. It's high time that you stop being average. It's high time that you stop comparing yourself with other people. Because the more you compare yourself to other people, guess what? You're just going to be average. You're just going to be like everyone else. And I don't want you to be like everyone else. The 12,000 here, guess what, guys? There's 110 people, 110 million people in the Philippines. We're 12,000 here in this channel. That actually means that, hey, we're less than 1%. So even if all of you do well, be successful, it's already a shift. It takes you above and beyond what the norm is. And that's what I want. Now, anyways, napahaba bigla, nasa 7-minute mark na tayo, but comment below if you're learning and you got something from that. But anyways, let's continue. So what happened today? This was Ayala Land's closing price. Ayala Land closed at 39.5%. It was up by 1.2 points pesos, and it closed 3.13% up. Please do note, no, I'll share more about it later. It wasn't like that at the start. It was even down at the start. And look at the market cap of Ayala Land. This shows you how large and big and massive it is. This shows you how large and big also that this is what institutions and funds are galloping up. And that's what I've been also sharing over the past few weeks, that funds are in, and as funds are in, they always go back to the same stocks that they would normally buy before. Anyways, let's continue. I just wanted to show this just to show you that the large, massive buyers are institutions and foreign funds. Look at it, 26.74% CLSA, Salisbury, Macquarie, Maybank, all large foreign institutions or brokerages transacting with foreign institutions. Mandarin. That's what I want to say. Even in this, that's what makes it so cool, because they're back, guys. As of now, they're currently back. And foreign buying, net foreign buying is at 350 million pesos, guys. 350 million pesos. So the whole, I think the transactions for today, I think it was around 9 billion total value turnover. If I have my stats correct, around 9 billion for the whole market. Ayala Land was around 920 million, so it was around 10%. That being said, also at 10%, 920 million, please take note of this. Foreign buying was around 618. Net foreign buying was 350 million. So they're not just buying, but they're buying larger amounts. And I wanted to show this. This is the volume. This is the weighted volume. A large chunk, or at least 15.8, of the percentage that got traded today was at the 39.5 mark, which was at the closing. That means a lot of people, a lot of money was traded at the closing price. It was basically closed up. Anyways, so why is it tempting right now to take profits? Please do take note of everything that I said, but I'm going to share why is it tempting also from a price standpoint. And if you've been noticing it also, if you watch the video on a lot of the videos actually from this channel and from the other channel, I would always mention that at the point where there's maximum fear, that's the point that will give you maximum upside. And at the time that there was uncertainty in March, Ayala Land was at its cheapest. It doesn't mean that for everyone you gallop and just buy blindly, but at that point in time, when there was so much uncertainty, That's where you saw the narrative that, hey, so much fear, so much uncertainty, but this might be my chance to make more money. But anyways, measuring it from the lowest intraday movement, Ayala Land dropped to 19.44 pesos intraday, March 19. For those who were able to pick it up, that was sobrang sandali lang yun. For those who were able to pick it up at that time, from that point to where we are today, it's already up 103.5%. If you did not buy at that intraday low, but you were able to buy somewhere close to the closing price of the same day, and the lowest closing price for the year of Ayala Land at 22.95, you would be up right now 71.6%. Now, this is also relative. No, 71.6, if you compare it to other stocks, there are some stocks also that are smaller that have gone up higher than this. There are some stocks also that are less affected because of the lockdowns that have gotten higher than this. If you go also to the US markets have been crazy. Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Facebook have ripped it off also and have gone up massively. So this 71.6 compared to other markets, compared to other stocks, of course, there are other stocks that have performed well, but I'm just comparing this just for Ayala Land purposes. Anyways, if you bought at the support at 26.8, kung knowing nyo or balikan nyo yung mga stocks by request sessions natin or the times that I would analyze Ayala Land, I would plot a support line there at around the 26.8 mark. And at the 26.8 mark, there was a support level there that as it hit that particular support level twice already, it started to bounce. And for those who bought at that support level and at that support level, measure it up today, you're up 48.6%. So, yung mga bumili ng takot, bumili rin ng takot, bumili based on technicals from the support, they're all up. For those naman who used moving averages, breakout from the 20-day moving average, breakout from the 50-day moving average, combine them all, those who bought at that area, they're also up 30.2%. So congratulations to you guys. And for those who bought from the breakout of the 200-day simple moving average and then the breakout from the large downward trending line, medyo later yon, they're also up 17.6%. So why am I saying this? These are different buy signals. This one was bought at maximum fear. This one bought from the bounce from support. This one bought from the breakout from the 20-day, 50-day moving average. This one bought from a reversal from the trend line or also a breakout from the 200-day moving average. They're all up. Meaning, please do note that when people are up, people who are in the stock market are there to make money. Comment below kung totoo yung sinasabi ko. Kung naniniwala kayo rin, nag-invest kayo sa stock market kasi syempre maganda matuto, maganda ma-experience to, pero habol nyo rin naman kumite. So what does that mean? Everyone, for whatever reasons that I mentioned, bought because of the fear, bought because from the bounce of the support, bought because from the breakout of the moving averages, are making money. And there will come a point in time where all of them who positioned earlier, for whatever reason that they've deemed, they're also going to sell. They're also going to take profits. So when they sell and when they take profits, more sellers bring the prices down. And as more sellers bring the prices down, guess what's going to happen? The stock will also drop. So why am I saying this? I'm not saying Ayala Land's going to drop tomorrow kasi Saturday walang pasok. I'm not saying it's going to drop over the next few trading days. But what I'm saying is this. There will come a point in time where selling will happen because people will take profits, and you have to understand, it's either kung hindi nyo nabenta, tanggap nyo that it's part of it, or when you see that happen also, are you the person na makikisabay doon? Now, eto pa, this is under the context ng bakit siya nakaka-tempt? Kasi unang-una, lahat ng sinabi ko points to the fact that malaki na inakyat ng stock. Pangalawa, it's this. Malaki inakyat ng stock pero down yung income niya. Third quarter income is 77% down. Third quarter profits, but please do note that this is better than other companies na hindi kumita ng pera. Other companies lost money. Please take note of that. I repeat, other companies in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of this lockdown, in the midst of this recession, they lost money. Ayala Land made money, pero yun nga lang, kumpara sa kinita niya noong 2019, down sa 77%. So, Ayala Land Q3 profits down 1.85 billion pesos from 8 billion last year. And for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you knew that Ayala Land's earnings from a growth trajectory were amazing. Ayala Land was growing massively in terms of earnings. massively. Comment massively for the YouTube algorithm. But anyways, 1.85 pesos, the 1.85 billion pesos, pumaba siya, pero they're earning. So why am I saying it's tempting to sell? Kasi the earnings are not so good yet eh. The earnings will be good in the future. I really believe that because Ayala Land's a fundamentally sound company. But today, it's not. And I do know that the stock market is a forward-looking market. I do know that at a certain point, people come in because they know things are going to get better. And they know because things are going to get better, fundamentally sound companies will ultimately rebound back. Please do note, I said this in the previous videos that hindi naman bumagsak yung income nila dahil pangit pamamalakad nila eh. Bumagsak yung income nila because there's a black swan event that caused the market or at least caused their businesses to be closed down. But once everything gets back to normal, guess what? Great companies get even better. Great companies will rebound. But as of Q3 2020, the numbers are not showing it yet. And that's one of the narratives of why I'm saying people might actually sell kasi kumita na sila ng malaki and it's not yet reflecting in the fundamentals. So let's continue. Another thing is, bakit nakakatem magbenta? If you've been following my stocks by request, I've been saying this over and over. May resistance at 38. May resistance at 38, may resistance at 38, may resistance at 38. And if you follow technical analysis properly, that's a legit sell signal. It hitting a resistance. And I've been mentioning that over and over. And if you follow the videos, I shared it on the videos that it tried to go to that level a couple of months ago. Pero pag tama niya sa level na yun, hindi niya nabasag. And as you all know also, it revisited it once again. Last Wednesday, the last candle that you see here, and then last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, large green massive candle, but it wasn't enough to go above the 38 level. Wednesday, large green massive candle, then it finally broke it. Looking at its past, hindi niya na-break eh. And that was also a tempting level to sell. Please do note at this point in time, it's massively up. At this point in time, history has shown the last time it did it and hit it a couple of months back, hindi niya nabasag. That's tempting. And what's so interesting was, if you look at it today, this was its movement today. It opened 37.5. As it opened 37.5, meaning it did not open above the 38 level, above that range, meaning there was selling, meaning the 38 level was a valid resistance. And looking at it from an intraday perspective, it hit 36.9, meaning meron talaga nagbenta, meaning 38 was a valid level of selling, was a valid resistance. And putting all of those things together, a resistance is an area where there's actual selling. A resistance is an area where talagang meron nagbebenta. And it's not wrong to sell there. And I'll repeat, it's not wrong if your main narrative is to see that, teka, hindi niya nabasag yung 38, benta na eh. Teka, malaki na inakit ng stock, benta na eh. Teka, the fundamentals is not warranted yet eh, benta na. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's your plan, by all means, sell, take profits. But if gusto nyo magbenta kasi kinakabahan kayo, kasi gusto nyo magbenta kasi may nagsabi sa inyo, may nagbulong sa inyo, or gusto nyo magbenta kasi yun din yung ginawa ng kaibigan nyo, then that's wrong. Because that will never build skill, that will never build confidence. And to be honest, also, some of my friends took profits, sold, pag nagkakantuhan kami. And some of them are massively richer pa. And sabi ko, kung sila massively richer, sino ba ako? Diba? But you follow what your plan is eh. You follow that at that point. Prior to this, as you all know, yesterday, sarado yung market. So I had also time to analyze it once again. I was hell-bent to still hold. That if there wasn't really something compelling for me to sell, then Friday, hold ako. Kahit all of those conditions were there. And what I did was basically this. When I was so tempted, at the point where I really, really, really also wanted to keep benta ko na, take profits na, okay na to. this is naman, it's not wrong to not sell anymore because a valid point of not selling is hindi naman niya nabasag yung resistance eh. For those who are following this, comment below kung nagigets yung sinasabi ko. Comment below if you had this dilemma as well. So, but I stuck to what were my reasons for holding. And what I did, by the way, I place this slide to just say, guys, comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that's helping you. Comment, guys. Kasi nasa, 20-minute mark. Please comment if, just for the YouTube algorithm, comment nyo lang, algorithm. Kung natututo kayo, may natututunan kayo at nakakatulong to sa inyo. Comment below that you're learning. So what I did was I shut down my laptop, closed my laptop. Di ko alam ba't walang slides doon kung bakit ganun. But I revisited what caused me to hold. And I'm going to share certain items to you. It does not mean that I'm not going to take profits later on. It does not mean that I'm not going to sell later on. But I'm just saying for today, it did not cause me to take action. It did not cause me to do anything. It just caused me to just stick to what my plan was. And by the way, by all means, this is something that works for me. These are some parameters that works for me. What I'm going to share, it doesn't have to be your parameters. It could be totally opposite from what your parameters are. That's why I've been saying it, never buy, sell, hold, and avoid just because I'm doing this. But I want you to get the logic on why I'm doing this and get bits and pieces that will work for you. So what did I revisit? This is the chart from lumabas na yung breakout from today. So very, very valid na. Ito yung 38 line resistance. Some parameters and indicators there, and then the last green candle. So several things that caused me to hold. Number one, short, mid, and long-term moving averages. As of the time the market was open, we're still bullish. There was no reversal signal from any of them. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, the lesson there where we talked about the cross downs, that did not happen today. So if that did not happen today, that was a reason for me. Kahit tempting, hold. Log out. I don't even have to transact. Number two is the candlesticks preceding this were still bullish. Oh, why would I sell if even the day prior to this large green bullish candle, diba that actually means that it's bullish? It's not, it's showing strength still. It's showing that people were willing to buy at a higher price. So I had that already. Yung sell signal, tama naman nasa resistance, pero teka. Signal to hold Moving averages, no reversal yet, short, mid, and long term pa. Then, candlesticks prior to this were bullish. Another signal. Comment below if you're learning. Money was still moving in. Indicators, parameters showing price and volume. It was confirming that while all of this was happening, the movement was legit. The price movement was not fake. The price movement was supported by volume. So I had not just only price, I had not just only the candlesticks, I had not only just the moving averages, but I had volume confirm everything that was going on. Number four, not part of the chart that I showed you earlier, but you can please, that's why I'm showing you this para ma-research na rin sa bahay mag-isa. Kasi sayang naman kung nandito, naka-plot na lang dito tapos makikinig na lang kayo sa akin. I want you to research. I want you to also, after this, tignan nyo yung MACD tsaka Bollinger Band ng Ayala and confirm kung tama ba yung sinasabi ko also that MACD, regardless of what you're using, if you're using the cross-ups or the zero line cross, as of the time that the market was open, they were also bullish. There was no sell signal there. Similar also to the Bollinger Bands. They were also bullish and had no reversal signal. So I had the moving averages, I had price and volume oscillators, I had the candlestick, then I had MACD and Bollinger Band tell me that, hey, kahit malapit siya sa resistance ngayon, baka dadating yung time because all of these other parameters were bullish, hold ka muna. And that's what caused me to hold on. My strategy, my principles is what caused me to not transact, not do anything. Kahit gain na. It's, of course, a lot of people respect the notion that a gain is a gain, and I respect that totally. But that doesn't work for me. Ilang beses na ako nagkamali doon na again is again, nagbenta ako, tapos umakyat pa siya lalo. And it still happens also to me on some occasions. But for today, it did not. That my analysis to hold ruled over. Anyways, number 5. Not also in the chart that I showed you, but RSI was overbought, and a lot of people have this misconception about overbought na sell na. Not necessary. It didn't even cross down yet. It did not even cross down yet. And for those who are very, very strict in RSI cross downs, even in intraday, kahit bumaba siya ng 36, 37, hindi niya na-break yung resistance. RSI did not cross down. It was overbought, but it did not cross down. A large or compelling reason for me to hold. Comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that's helping you. Number 6, stretch up the downtrend line. Remember what I showed you a while ago? Hindi yun nabasag eh. The reversal from the downtrend and the long-term moving average was still intact eh. Meaning the reversal that happened a couple of candlesticks back is still intact. Meaning from the reversal from a downtrend, we still have not seen any shift na nagbabago na yung movement niya. Meaning, since walang shift na nagbabago yung movement, teka, kahit di niya nabasag yung resistance, hindi pa naman nag-trend reversal ah. Why should I sell? Why should I panic? In the same way, the long-term moving averages also did not show any sell signals. I stuck to that, regardless of what my motion was. Number 7, foreigners were still buying eh. And if there's one thing that I know about foreigners, when they start buying, tas they start buying massively, tuloy-tuloy pa yan. Up until proven otherwise. Up until they stop. Up until it dries down. And if you look at what's happening, what happened in the past few days and what happened today, they were still massively buying. They were still massively there. They were still part of it. And if there's one thing that I do know, that's what causes people, or that's what causes stock to go higher. When foreigners, institutions, large funds are willing to buy it at a massively higher price. So those were my reasons. So in spite of what is going on, in spite of what my emotions were telling me, I didn't give in. I followed my plan. These are just 7, but there's more. And I do hope you have something like that. Because if you don't have that, you will be easily swayed. And things like this is something that I developed over time. This is something that works for me. It doesn't mean you follow this, because there's so much more that you can use. Parabolic SAR, Fibonacci, Elliott wave as your triggers to sell. You can even use Ichimoku. There are other variations, or you could use exponential moving averages. If those are the things that works for you, by all means. And if you're making money from it, then go for it. Anyways, so I logged off from my broker and just monitored it elsewhere. Again, try to remove as much temptations as possible so that you don't have to act. Please remember, people always talk about mistakes in the market, about not cutting too early. I'll tell you this also. Mistakes in the market is you're not supposed to sell, but you sold too early also. And that's what I want to point out. Some of the mistakes that you will make, some of the upsides that you will miss, is the fact that dapat di mo pa dapat siya binenta, pero binenta nyo na siya. Anyways. So what do I want you to get? You live and die with your analysis. It doesn't mean, if I made a mistake here and then bumaba siya to 35 because hindi niya nabasag yung resistance, I'm okay with it. I'm okay earning less, but sticking to my analysis. I'm okay not getting the full benefit of it, but I followed my plan. Because you know what? If I followed my plan, the next time Ayala Land does it again, I already know that talagang malakas yung 38 na resistance na yan. Pag tama nyo dyan, baka magbenta muna ako. Please, if you want to make money in the market repeatedly and massively over a stretch period of time, and you build the confidence and the experience and the acumen to do it, live and die with your own analysis. You'll never play a perfect game. You'll never do it right all the time. But if you live and die based on that, you will always learn. You will always get better. Number 2, what I want you to get is conviction is what will make you make money. It's not your friend's conviction. You can watch all of my YouTube videos. You can see how I analyze the charts. You can see my principles. You can see my strategies, but you will never copy my conviction. You'll never get my conviction, because the conviction is something that I experienced. The conviction is something that I lived. The conviction is something that I got from when I was starting out. So this plus this, and that's what you'll get. Your analysis and your conviction will allow you to build the skill and build the experience to to do well in the markets, especially right now. Markets are up. So easy to get tempted and so easy to be emotional. I made a video on this on my first channel about selling, but I'm just drilling it harder in this channel because I have the ability to talk raw here and longer. That when the market is down, the biggest emotion is fear. But when the market is up, the biggest emotion is excitement, optimism. That you sell kasi pera na, baka maging bato pa eh. So what's the chart saying now? This is our chart. Breakout 38. If it holds the 38 level, the next resistance that we have right now is at the 42.75 level. I repeat, please write this down. Please have your charts open. Please do your research. 38 support. If it stays and holds at this level, the next resistance is 42.75. Comment below if you have questions on this. Comment if you have other stocks that you guys want me to analyze as well. So to recap, this is what we talked about. What happened today? Why is it tempting to take profits? Kasi malaki nakyat, pangit yung earnings. Some technical indicators are telling you to sell. What caused me to hold? There were far more indicators telling me to hold. And it was not even reliant on what I saw outside. Never let the outside determine how you decide on what your portfolio is. Number 4, I mentioned what I wanted you to get. I mentioned what the support and resistance is now. I hope you guys got a lot. And if you guys have questions, how you can reach me, comment section down below. And again, if you want to support this channel, just press like so many times, obliterate it, and comment below. Even if you have a question or kung wala kang question, just comment YouTube algorithm if you find value into this. And kung hindi pa kayo nag-comment and like sa ibang channels, balikan nyo, comment na kayo algorithm. It will help the channel so much. Then number 2, ways to send questions. I have an Instagram account at Marvin Gurmo. Wala nagpa-follow sa akin doon. Kasi kailangan mo maging gwapo pero okay lang. Kung may questions kayo, follow there. Send the DM. I try to reply to at least maybe 10 to 20 messages a day. Then number 3, Patreon. Si Mary, lagi siya doon nag-message. Shout out to you. Number 4, for those who want to support the channel, also we have a YouTube community. It's in the description below. You can press join there. So there, talked about tempted to sell. I just want to mention that it came out a couple of hours ago, part 2 of our video series of what happens to your stocks when you die. That's in my first channel, Marvin Gurmo. We have over 1,700 videos there already. This is a 3-part series with attorney Reggie Tongkol. I met him I used to do a lot of TV guestings prior to this pandemic, and when it was easier also to travel in and out of Metro Manila. But he was one of the hosts there, and he's also a lawyer. So this is the second video already. Yesterday we talked about what happens to your stocks. Then today it's a drill down on estate planning. Then we'll end it tomorrow. But if you have not seen that yet, then on Sunday we will kickstart our series on life insurance. If you guys have any questions on that also, feel free to put it in the comment section. But I'm doing a 6-part series naman on life insurance that we will put out all together in my main channel. Next one is this one. Lahat ng mga nagtanong about Jollibee and Dito, they're all here on this channel. And then other questions on Udena, Chelsea, the movements of the market, Biden. They're all, balikan nyo lang. You can, since you're watching this channel already, just look at the previous videos prior to that. Then third, I started a third channel. It's called Marvin Gurmo Uncut. These are all raw, uncut videos from, if you noticed it, yung mga videos sa channel 1, or my main channel, Marvin Gurmo, normally 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes lang yan. But some of this, like this one, the interview with Diwa Gunigundo, was over 40 plus minutes. And we post it there live, raw, and uncut. So for those who want something na podcast, literal na podcast na walang music, wala nang sound effects, wala nang graphics, just literal na usap, go there. We have 3 videos up already. Parang awan nyo na, supportahan nyo. Joke lang. But it's my interview with Ramon Bautista naman. He shared paano niya napalago yung pera niya. Na galing siya sa, hindi naman based on the interview, sabi niya hindi naman daw siya sobrang hirap, pero hindi rin naman siya sobrang yaman. Pero how did he follow his passion? That he was able to use his passion and his love for media, and he leveraged the internet and to where he is right now. So there, Marvin Gurmo Uncut. I'll put the link in the description. 170 subscribers, 3 videos. And then, sa mga nagre-request, katulad ni Patrick Miguel, sa wife ko, this is my wife's channel, Marvin and Yvonne. Wala kayong matututunan dyan. It's just random. Nahulog tuloy yung mic ko habang sinabi ko. It's just random videos, also raw. I posted a video yesterday, wala na noon. Kasi feeling ko wala kayong aral na napulot na may nahulog na puno sa BGC. But if you want something you want a break naman from the usual stuff, or at least my life beyond stock smarts, I can go there, Marvin and Yvonne as well. And then may unboxing yung wife ko doon, some videos in Iceland, etc. So there, subscriber shoutouts, Leo Godinez, James Cosmas, Louis Cesar, regular si Louis Cesar, Jonald Garcia, Alfie Louis Trading, Charlie Ong, si Alfie Louis Trading bot yata, Viel Cortez, De Orlisa, regular yan, Ricochet Dios, MMMM, Paul Luigi Marsor, Joanna Soria, Carmela Salenga, Edwin's Enterprise, Your C Educator, Patrick Miguel, regular din yan, Chelvin De La Cruz, Ivan Carpio, Maricel Labra, Kat Kachu, Randominity, Cool Tartli, Rachel Santos, Ezekiel Alduez, Edison Obrera. Si Patrick Miguel, galing no, every slide nandun siya kasi comment siya ng comment. So comment lang kayo ng comment. Anyways, Mainit Indab, L. Lauliet, di ko makakalimot si L. Lauliet kasi signature yung comment niya lagi, Hulk Smash. Then Twins, Avia Brally, Mary Rose Teodoro, Patreon, thank you Mary Rose, Alvin Tung, Thomas Beck, J. or Lisa. And that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that added value to you. And if I don't reply while this video is up, kasi kasabay niya yung StarCraft game ko, so malamang kung magre-reply ako, it will be hours from this already. So I guess that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Happy weekend, guys. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.